Wijk Aan Zee 2025 is exciting chess tournament, and today I'm going to cover round number 7 and I'm going to show you two really exciting chess games. The first one is the game between Max Warmerdam playing with white pieces and Arjun Erigaisi playing with black. And you will see how it's difficult to play position with black's king in the middle of the board, and even what's more difficult is that this king is pinned from all sides. Wonderful game and wonderful chess performance of Max Warmerdam, and I'm absolutely sure you are going to watch brilliant game. The second game what I have ready for you is the game between world chess champion Gukesh, who is unbeaten since he became the world chess champion, playing with white pieces, and Harikrishna playing with black pieces. And we will see amazing French defense. I think that the best way how to start this video is to start with this game. So let's welcome, let's enjoy, let's have a break, let's have a fun, and let's see good chess. My name is Petr Koutný and we are starting with the game between Gukesh and Harikrishna Pentala. So the French defense is amazing chess opening. Black is playing solid and safe position without any weaknesses, but at the other side maybe black is a little bit more passive. c5 and c3. Okay, what's going on? Black is trying to attack the most important pawn on the board, and the most important pawn on the board is pawn on d4. So knight e7 and knight f5 are the most common moves in this position. After short castle, Harikrishna decided to exchange on d4 and played knight f5, attacking this, as I told you, a really important pawn. Knight c3, a6, and now white played nicely king h1 because his plan is to play g4. And after g4, believe me or no, this position is going to be double-edged and black has to be careful. So rook c8, rook b1, and finally g4. Black has to be careful to not take pawn on d4. Why? Just say that knight f is taking on a d4. Here is a deadly pin bishop e3, and because white's king is on h1, here is not going to save black's piece this exchange on f3 because there is no more checks on g1. Okay, that's bad. Anyway, if black takes with knight from c6, he losing piece, and I don't believe that black's got full compensation for missing piece. Even here is a trick that black should take knight on c3, and okay, that's still bad position for black. But let's come back because the main game was going after g4, knight e7, bishop e3, and h5. So now black is trying to be more active, and that's a good because it's important to go for counter-attack, and h5 seems like good move because after g5 black's knight is coming back to f5 and for one more time is trying to attack pawn on a d4, g6, and Domarayo is going to offer pawn. It's not for free, believe me, because in case black is taking on g6, here immediately white is launching attack against this pawn, and black's king will never ever be in safe squares. So the black's king is the worst defender of this pawn, and I am absolutely sure that white's got here a beautiful compensation for sacrifice pawn. So Okay, for this reason, after g6, Hari played move f6. White is happy to open position and finally played bishop d3, knight e7, rook g1 and bishop g7, knight a4 and b4. Maybe it's not bad to go for knight c5 and say bishop c6, bishop f5, rook e1, e5. And this position is nearly crazy because behind everything there is a black king sitting in the middle of the board, and here I found it interesting way how to go really in crazy position. Bishop f4, pin, and everything is pinned. Knight e7 and knight h4. Of course, just to take on f4 is knight f5, and the black's position is under heavy attack. You know, it's not healthy to stay too long with a king in the middle of the board. And that's exciting position. Unfortunately, it's only sideline because white played safety first b4 and now b5, exchange and exchange. Okay, finally black managed to go for a short castle, and here he lost a pawn. That's the price for danger. And maybe here black is only worse. He lost a pawn, and here black has to go for counter-attack. Unfortunately, he decided to go for counter-attack against pawn on e3 and played immediately bishop h6 and knight f5. After rook c5 and exchange on c5, the best way how to go on is maybe rook b8, but I understand that this position looks terrible. Black is pawn down and it's hard to see any sign of compensation. I believe that in the hands of world chess champion Domara Gukesh, black is nearly winning, but black took immediately on e3, and that's a blunder. But say blunder after amazing performance, amazing game of world chess champion, because here is queen b7, and that's something what black missed. The threat is checkmate on h7, and it's hard to defend this threat. Of course, bishop g7 is only one move to not lose in a spot, but here is rook e1, and not only this knight, but pawn on e6, and finally rook on e7 is the winning white's plan. Since now black is without any chance and is losing in all variations. So let's enjoy how world chess champion Domara Gukesh is going to play this position. Knight f5, pawn fall down, and again nearly the same checkmate threat. So rook b8, check, and knight g7. Yes, this is amazing position where black is nearly without any moves. Okay, he came for rook g8, but here rook d5. Winning threat is check on h5 and checkmate on h7. The last hope for black is to play 4 checks. So 1, rook c5, 2, another check, but Domara is going to count all variations, and there is no more hopes for black to get the draw. And here black resigned. What a wonderful king, what a wonderful white species, and amazing chess game of world chess champion. I hope that you enjoyed this game, and if yes, just feel free and press like or press follow and made my day. And now, because we saw only first game, let's cover the second game, what I believe is amazing as well. So Max Warmerdam is playing with white pieces and Arjun Erigaisi playing with black pieces. And unfortunately for Arjun, this is not the best tournament of his life. He's out of form, and after bishop d3 and bishop c2, black played move g5. I don't believe that this is the best way how to play chess, and doesn't matter that this move played Arjun Erigaisi, one of the strongest chess player on the world, because it's a double-edged move and maybe too risky. And the best move how to go against side moves is to attack in the center. So d4, it was the best answer. g4 and d5, no mercy, and white is playing nicely. He is attacking black's pieces because black's king is in a big danger again in the middle of the board. So exchange on f3 and finally queen f3. Now rook d1 and e6. It's a big question where black's king is going, because black's king lost a right to play long castle. Black's king lost a right to play short castle, and he has to stay in the middle of the board. That's a big danger to him. And now it's up to Max how he's going to play this position. He has to attack black's king and he need to open position. How? Let's follow next moves. So knight d2, a4. Of course, he's going for the first chance how to open position. So the chance to go for rook a7 is on the board. Knight f1, nice piece improvement, and knight g3. So no more threats like rook g2, bishop g2, because this knight on g3 looks like great defender of white's king. Knight e5 and queen h5. Finally, no more black's threats and only white's attack. I think that black's position is hopeless, and let's enjoy how Max Warmerdam played this position. Slowly, he's going to outplay his opponent. Okay, f4 and queen e2. Black's king is still there. He's not happy king, and maybe is calling for help because black's king feel the danger. So queen d8 and e5. That's amazing move because white is trying to open a position, and that's something what is good to remember. Every time's open position if you're going for attack. So queen h4, knight e4 and bishop e4. Okay, d5 and queen b5. Now white is nearly happy to sacrifice piece, but it's not a piece for free. Imagine black is taking on e4, there is checkmate in a 1 on d7. Black's king now is going to pay the biggest price. Why he still sitting in the middle of the board. So okay, c4, but rook a7, another pin, and now it's too late to ask what's happened, because I think that black was not able to play good game. He is outplayed, and now it's only question how white is going to beat him. So rook d8 and bishop d5. What amazing bishop sacrifice. You know, without any mercy, Max is going to beat Arjun Erigaisi. Wonderful piece sacrifice on a d5 with the plan open more and more position without any mercy, just attack Black's king. Amazing move and amazing position. So Queen d5 and Rook a8. After this exchange, Black is losing everything. Queen b7 and too many pins. One pin, second pin, maybe f5, e6, and doesn't matter that here Black is playing position with piece up. What is more important than material is a king. And if White has chance to checkmate Black's king, he is of course a winner. So bishop c5, f5, these two pass pawn or dangerous pawn are going forward, and e6 is a threat because this knight is pinned and Black's king is still on e8. Bishop b6, bishop h6, another threat, and only 3 white pieces are much more dangerous, much more active, much more stronger than remaining Black's 4 pieces. Rook g8 and queen d5. e6 finally happened, and after this exchange, here is bishop f4, game over. Black lost everything and White played nearly perfect chess game. We saw 2 amazing games. I hope that you enjoyed this video, these games, and my commentary. And if yes, just feel free and press like or press follow and made my day. And of course, let's see each other tomorrow, where we are going to cover again amazing chess games. So, see you soon. Have a nice day. Bye bye.